Afternoon, wherever out of the world. Welcome to Next Planet Live. My name is Lionel Miranda, and we are entering the final fourth round of our four-round event that we held today. Well, not held, are holding today. On the screen in front of you is our tippity top players. We got Astra Militarum being piloted by Mr. Nick the Gigolo versus Dan the Man. Rockin' Space Wolves. Who's out in chat? I'm hoping we are going to see a heck of a fight. Love the Wolves, love the Guard, and these two guys play the game awesome. This should be an enormous amount of fun. All right, with that out of the way, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you guys could check out the lists currently right now in the description of this event. The mission we are playing is mission, is it M, I believe? Or no, mission P. Yeah, mission P, which is Scorched Earth, Inspired Leadership, and the deployment zone is Crucible of Battles. All right, we're rocking and rolling. These guys have already picked their secondaries, or are about to pick how they're doing their secondaries. Both of them are opting for tactical missions. No one picking fixed. I haven't seen anyone pick fixed in quite a long time, actually. All right, so we're going to see where things are ending up. But let's take a gander at these beautiful armies. How's that?
Oh, no. Okay.
Which one of your guys gets rerolls if I'm on the objective? Which tank?
I don't have that guy.
You don't have that guy. That guy sucks.
Not here today. This guy's just going to hide underneath to prevent...
Did I not put my Combi-weapon lieutenant in? I didn't.
He's just going to hang out because we're blocking a dog zone, maybe. He doesn't need to scout.
Storm and engage.
So you go underneath. Can you see my friends there?
I can see you like through here because you're stuffed.
All right, if it's like last game, because Dan has been on stream already today, first game, in fact, that is Ragnar with a unit of Blade Guard in that Impulsor, a unit of Assault Marines, and of course, Dan the Man's list does have two Vindicators rocking and rolling in his list, two full units of Giant Marines riding Giant Wolves, because that is just freaking cool as F. And these are these 3D print models. I wonder if GW is actually going to redo that model. I would have loved them to have a Primera-sized version of the Wolf Riders. I think that would have been just absolutely lovely because no one's going to do it better than GW. Although I got to say, those sculpts look really, really cool. Those are unit of scouts right there. And bingo bango. Oh, no, those might be infiltrators, actually. I see a missile launcher, though, so they got to be just scouts. And then as we peruse and look at that beautiful yellow, completely, absolutely non-traitorous Imperial Guard, look at that. Look at all these beautiful tanks. That is an enormous amount of armor on the field of battle. If you want to see how his last battle went, just look at round 3. It was pretty good for the Astra Militarum. The guys riding bikes are Rough Riders. There you go. They look really, really sweet as well. Just love the whole theme of this army. The chaos stars and the chains and possibly severed heads. That's just a cultural thing. Nothing to see here. Yeah, I just love this army. So good. So good. All right. This is the final battle. We're going to kick back, go grab a tea, go grab a coffee. This should be a lot of fun. If you're painting, don't dip your brush in the coffee or tea.
3 flamers. 3 heavy flamers.
3 flamers.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Could those
I'm
advance?
going to charge from the backside of the
Could
wall.
they advance and charge?
Yeah, army-wide advance charge.
Oh, the Gladius.
Stormlance.
Oh, that's it.
So I will just charge through the wall then.
Yep. You got it.
To be holy, I think it's... Oh, that's fine. This is going to tuck right here. This is the flamethrower boy?
Yep.
Don't want to push up too aggressive turn 1. I'm going to advance with the... I guess I could just shoot with the Vindicator and see what happens. So
Yeah. He's just in the open.
and then get absolutely rocked by everything.
Yeah, he can be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, and then rerolling the wound roll.
Yeah. But I might as well get some shooting in. What's the save on this thing? A 2 up or 4?
All the vehicles are 2 up.
All the vehicles are 2 up.
Other than the robots, which are 3 up.
Already, the psychological war games have begun. The deploying of those tanks out in front are for baiting. And Dan, is he falling for it? I hope he doesn't try to kill the Hellhound. I would have loved him to actually try to kill that Vanquisher. I believe that's a Vanquisher tank. What he's thinking is better to kill something than potentially nothing. Because there's a big difference between that Hellhound and that Vanquisher tank. Only issue is, if he's basically trading his Vindicator for that Hellhound, and I am not 100% certain that is a great trade. I believe that is pretty much what Nick is hoping to do or lure his opponent to do, so we'll see what happens. I like the fact that he's staging the wolves where they are. Obviously well within reach of a lot of things. Those puppies move fast enough for certain. Another Vindicator prowling the shadows of the bottom of your screen. And off screen, what's in reserves? I'm going to go find out. But I do not believe there's much in reserves for the guard. Maybe a unit of Rough Riders. I'll just go confirm that right now.
With a very fair and balanced strat.
It's pretty good. What are you looking for?
I was looking for your triangles, for your arrows.
You like them?
Yeah, it's great. Anything in reserves, my friend?
Yes, I've got a unit of wolves and Logan Grimnar. Okie dokie.
Thank God.
I think that's it for my movement phase. We're going to do some shooting.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot the Vindicator into This flamer bad boy. This thing's got the 3 damage gun.
No, the 3 damage guns are these. This is D6 plus 6.
Damage?
It's a rail cannon.
Holy shit.
All the giant turgid dongs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Rail cannons,
Yeah, I'll shoot into that. Fuck that.
Right, I'm gonna smoke, I guess, because we're not oath. So, whoop.
Smoke away. I'll use my hunter killer missile because I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah. All right.
Number of shots. 8.
Oh, pretty good.
5. On 4s.
Yep. Oh, good smoke.
Decent smoke. Stop 2. So 3 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. Yep. 3 wounds.
4 ups. 2. Whoops.
7 damage.
7.
I'll CP reroll the 1.
Sure.
7 damage.
Right. Down to 6.
Okay. And hunter killer.
Yep.
Hits.
Yep.
Wounds.
4 up. We're good. 6.
I'm down to CP. You're down to CP.
Yep.
1 into a 1 sucks. Okay. These guys are going to shoot over here.
You got it.
Just bolt pistols.
Yep. 2 forward.
2 wounds. No AP.
3 ups. We're good.
Oof. Banging 6s. Okay. We're going to do charges.
Yep.
Those guys are going to charge your ratlings.
My rats. Goodbye, rats. They're going
7.
away.
That's something that baseball would do. But he's mad at you.
Charge to the other side.
Yep.
Charge to the other side. Charge to the other side. Other side. Like so. And then 1 guy on the objective.
You got it.
Okay. Those guys are going to charge your bikey boys.
Yep.
10.
Yeah.
That's the dueling dice. Verified it. Yep, they rolled 2 to 3 times.
Just outside of an inch of that dude. Okay.
Sure.
Can't interrupt. Charge immortals over there.
Yep.
On 4s. 1.
1 rat.
Okay. Then power fist attacks over there.
Yep. 1 rat.
Okay. And then chain swords a bunch. $16 chainsword attacks.
Yep. They're dead.
Okay.
Tag my robot.
I'm going to tag your robot.
Good. My robots. We poop up. Just roll that guy while we do this. Find the box. 1 hit. 1 save, AP 1.
AP what?
Yeah. Go, robot, go.
Good, I think.
Good.
Cool. I'm done. And then obviously the guys that are doing assets are this dude and these guys.
Sure, yeah.
The guy who's like
That lone up, the guy? Yeah.
He's an inch from
1 inch off
he's
the wall? Yeah. You got it.
and that gives me engage for 3.
Small engage?
Small engage.
Yeah. Are you punch more bikes?
Oh, yes. If I live with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You should. Are you tag it? Is that they're within the Lehman Russ range?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
9.
The barrel does count.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. That's because you can't go under like you're moving through my model.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you want to pile in and tag the Leman Russ? Or?
Yeah, I'll do that then because I can't get close to you, and then they'll just pile in.
Yeah. Okay.
Touch the Leman Russ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the barrel blocks the shenanigans underneath.
Okie dokie, back to counting how many attacks.
Yeah.
4 guys with 3 attacks, 1 guy with 4 attacks.
Yep.
12, 16 attacks.
Joker.
3s are rolling.
16, they get 4 each.
3 times 3 is 12, and then 1 guy with 4.
Oh. Okay. T4.
You got 7. AP 1 damage.
So, 5 ups. You kill 1, 2, 3.
3?
Yeah. My bike's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Rest is me. I'll big stab you, I guess. 2 big stabs. 2 hits. 1 guy takes 1 damage. Cool. Horse's kick. 1 horse kick. 1 save. No AP.
Force.
Kills 1 man.
Kills 1 guy.
All right, you'll extend for a little. Recover assets is ongoing with the character and who else was it?
Character and these back guys.
Those guys there. All right. It goes to me. CP for everyone. 1/1. Select missions. Random. Cleanse and something. Sabotage. Cleanse sabotage. Yeah. Orders. Battle shocks.
Cleanse and sabotage.
Okay. We are under half, so it's annoying. I have 2 orders here, because I'm going to try to kill that. Drive out. We're not bracketed. Definitely Dorn.
How many wounds is this thing?
He's on 6, so he's under half. It starts with 13. 24, 18.
All right, so how did that turn go for Space Wolves? Not too bad. I honestly believe that those tanks out in the open were actually bait. I don't think Nick thought he was going to have that Vanquisher deleted. And when it was an Oath, I think he saw that opportunity, mitigated a heck of a lot of damage. In the end, though, Nick was very lucky. The Imperial Guard player was very lucky. The Wolves player actually hit him quite a few times. And then when he re-rolled the damage, because the other one was a 6, he rolled a 6 and a 1 for 7 points of damage, re-rolled the 1 into another 1. So he was actually pretty fortunate that didn't actually get blown up in his face. That would have been a great exchange. A Vindicator for a Vanquisher, that would have been pretty darn good. In the end, though, he is definitely going to get the benefit of this exchange, as he did not lose a tank. That Vindicator should disappear. He staged pretty well with his Wolves, and currently right now he's got Logan, Grimnar, and Wolves off table. The Imperial Guard player, or Astra Militarum player, has a unit of Rough Riders and a Sentinel off table. Just in case he needs it to complete a tactique, or I should say a secondary. So what's on the menu for this round for Astra Militarum? Well, obviously that Vindicator's got to be put in the ground. He's got to be punished for his hubris. And for secondaries, what did he draw for secondaries? Drew Cleanse and Sabotage. That should not be a problem. Yeah, either this round 1, Sabotage is all he has to do is just crawl out a bit. Ooh, but there's a Vindicator there at the bottom, prowling away, saying, if you sabotage, I will annihilate you. Oh, we'll see what happens. Cleanse should not be a problem, I would think. I guess we'll find out.
Probably not. How do I cleanse? I have to drive through walls and do actions? Or I just do a shiesty sabotage with a robot there. He gets stranded, but that's okay. As long as they're fighting over there, we're doing damage. So we can step there, sabotage, I want to laser that. I can't do that. So we're standing there. Okay, shoot better. This guy goes 10. So we'll have to go farther to be able to punk a shot down that way. Do I just go for that thing? Sabotage. Cleanse turns into a CP, which is fine. 1, 2. What are you doing? He's driving there. Remove cover. He's going there. He wants to go 11. And pivot the barrel there to draw it to the butt of that. So he's got to move, I think. And we're there. 10. Barrel's going to be there. I might finagle just based on fitting. 11. So barrel's there. This guy's just drawing line of sight. 18 inches. Not going to be Melta, but we'll have some shots, remove cover, or maybe get a lucky hit. And it could be in the terrain with this guy. Okay. And that'll clean up. Scoots. This guy's going to go sabotage. I don't think I'm cleansing. Alright, battle shock on this guy. Boom. He's spooked. Doesn't really matter. It's not doing anything. He's spooked. We're going 10. 10 up to there. Stay off the objective. I guess we're not. Yeah, whatever. We'll stay off. Shock. 18 for my toasty flamer. There. This buddy's gonna put a barrel here. Dorn. This guy's barrel. Dog's coming in, but I got a lot of crap in the way. I don't have to go that far with this guy. Just kind of there. Punch a shot. Can't reach unless I wall. Do I want to wall a Dorn and shoot that blob? Fall back, shoot. I wall. Unlikely to happen. I can put a barrel there and shoot the back of it, which is fine. So I think I'll do that. 4.5. 4.5. 5.5 forward. So we're gonna get up to there. Enjoy this cover here. Hello, cover. This might be the bad area to play in because we have to drive that. The hounds can drive through, the Russes can't go through the sides.
Too chunky.
Very chunk. But that's okay, we got strats for walls. Whatever. Probably the worst, not the worst. There. This guy's gonna YOLO pivot. 11. Put the barrel there.
So you're falling back with that guy?
Yep. Is there any reactive stuff I'm playing around?
Nope, because I'm engaged with the
Yeah.
dogs.
I'll have to spend a CP for him to be able to shoot.
Okay. How far does he move?
He's going 13 right now, so I'll just
he's
do
got movement.
11 with pivots. Yeah.
11 and a pivot.
Yeah. This might be a mistake, but it's fine. So we're gonna stick our barrel there. Sword is done. I'll spend a CP so he can shoot. So I have no CPs left.
Okay. This guy's the flamer guy? Flamer?
Flamer, AP adding guy, railgun.
Railgun. It's only one shot?
One shot, yeah. There's a Hunter Killer las cannon. He's gonna drive out over here to see the butts there.
Okay.
These Rough Riders are gonna ride roughly.
They're falling back?
Yeah. Oh, I have a battle shock in this. Because you killed, they're good. They got fallback, shoot, and charge. But I cannot do actions. So we're just gonna go here. 2 to close the road, maybe. This is these guys, right?
Oh shit, bring out the rapid.
So kind of like there. This be hanging out there. There. We'll go there. Robots. My home is sticky. Robot wants to meander here. There, just to do sabotage.
Are you outside your deployment zone?
Should be, or might not be.
Does not look like it.
30 is there. Get a little bit more then. In that case, we're going there. And just don't want to be seen by stuff. See what I'm showing you? We're good there. You gotta be here.
I want to welcome Dark Horse to the chat, and my man's just checking out the Imperial Guard Army. Look at all those tanks! Yeah, I know. It's just shocking when you see it. Could you imagine having that across the table? Oh my goodness. That's where I love my Orc army, and just hordes and hordes of bodies, and looking at this going, screw you. I'll have all my trucks explode, but I'll just score on primary. It's just an enormous amount of firepower. The crazy thing is, it's not like, I know it's skewed, very obviously, but those Rogaldorns rip through infantry pretty darn well too. And there's an enormous amount of anti-inf in this army with all the flamers and everything like that. It's not like he just took Lehman Russes. He's got 2 Hellhounds as well to support. So it's a spicy list, and it's, oh man, all those hulls across the table, just so intimidating.
I'll be rerolling once to hit there, rerolling once to hit there. Then he's doing the action. For sabotage. Sabotage.
This thing has a multi-melta?
This is 3 heavy flamers.
3 heavy, what's the range on them?
12. Everyone else is multi-meltas. He's the flamer box.
Yeah, I'm gonna rapid ingress for free.
Okay.
You just want to mark 9 for me, so I'm.
Oh yeah, sure. Kind of like there.
Do you get any rerolls if I'm on the objective?
No, I have no bonuses. My only rerolls are from the robots, rerolling once to hit.
And they have to shoot or choose?
They just choose.
So they can fall back into it?
Yeah, just data shooting. Do you want to avoid the Dorn shots? Or?
Yeah, ideally.
So you'll be looking at that line. Or, sorry, a bit sharper. Over there. Yeah, this guy's fine. Okay. So
good?
Just this buddy. Yeah, you're good.
And I got another character to put out.
Yep. One more friend there, right? 8? Okay.
Yep.
Ocho guys.
So that guy can't see?
Yeah, they won't be able to see. You're just going to move this man. Yeah, you're good.
I'm done.
Okay, reroll ones, because I can't see that guy. So shooting, start with the Hellhounds. Hounds there. So not the heavy flamer, but the Inferno Cannon's there. Shooting my rockets. So any funny business? Nope, broken up. Nope. Hunter Killer hits on a 3, wounds on a 4 up.
4 up.
D6 damage for 2.
Cool.
Inferno Cannon for 8 shots. On 5s, 1 more save, AP2, ignoring cover.
1 more save, AP2?
Yeah.
Good.
You're good. So I'm going to remove cover on that gentleman. Remove cover. This guy can definitely see dogs. Other Hellhound into the other Vanquisher. Rocket, I'm outside of 12, pretty sure.
And you
He's
did,
not in 12, yeah?
Pardon?
That hound into that guy outside of 12?
Yeah.
So he's on 8.
He's taken 2 wounds, so he's got 9. You did 2 damage, and I made the save against the flamer.
Okay. It's 2 damage?
Yeah, you rolled a 2 for the
okay.
damage.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So that Hellhound's Hunter Killer misses. Heavy Inferno Cannon, 9 shots. 5s. 1 on that Vindicator there. On a 4 up, you're good. So I'm going to remove cover on that guy. This buddy into your Vindicator, everything. Meltas are not in range.
Not in range with Meltas, and then it's just what kind of cannon? This is a
8 shots, 913 twin linked. Ignore
913
cover right now.
twin-linked. Is this the only thing that can see that?
And the Vanquisher barrel.
And the Vanquisher. And that one's,
That's the big Boomba.
that's the big one.
Yeah.
And it's AP4,
It's AP4 ignoring cover right now. It'll be AP5 after he fires.
and it's hitting on 3s?
He's hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. So if I smoke, he's hitting on 5s?
Correct.
With no rerolls.
No rerolls. He rerolls the wound roll, but not the hit roll.
I'm going to smoke.
You got it. So no CPs left. So this buddy, Hunter Killer, hitting on that. He's hitting on 4s. The last cannon hits, wounding on a 3. 1 save, AP3.
Does he hit on 3s regularly?
He's hitting on 3s, of course. So 1 AP3 ignoring cover, so 5 up.
5s.
So D6 plus 1 for 5.
Okay.
Top gun, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 4s because of the smoke. Wounding on 5s, twin links. 2 saves, AP1, ignoring cover.
3s.
Yep. So 3 more damage.
He's taking 8. He's got 3 wounds left.
Stub. Alright, that's him. He's on 3. Alright, so big Boomba guy. Last cannon, Stubber, Hunter Killer.
Okay.
And the Turbo Mega Cannon. Turbo Mega Cannon, hitting on a 5. Last cannon, yep, on a 3. Hunter Killer. Middle gun. Sorry, Stubber. 1. Alright. 3, that's okay.
Good smoke.
Sorry, Melta's into the scouts.
Yeah.
That's right there. Scoots, he's hitting on 4s. 1 Scoots gets melted.
How much damage? Are you in the melter range?
I think I'm within 9.
Yeah, you're in.
1 Scoot. All right. Rogaldorn. I can see that. Oh, so big gun there. Into the dog squad, and then everything else into the little guys. So big gun into dog squad. Number of shots. Whatever. 1 blast. So 5 total. Hitting on 3s. I'll use my hit reroll. Wounding on 2s. I'll use my wound reroll. So 3 on your invuln. 3 damage for fail. No, kill 1 dog.
Kill a dog.
Other stuff into the scoots. Meltas. All hit. Kills the scouts.
Kills the scouts.
Yeah. 1 dog.
I dare you skill my scoring units.
Get those out of here. Okay. I have fired over here with the Hellhound. Everything there is fired, so this guy is done. This guy is done because he fell back and he's doing an action. I have a lot of shots. This can fire there. This can fire there. Rogaldorn wants to clear here. This is at 18. I want to add AP to this Vindicator. Meltas are out. So Meltas there. Meltas Stubber there.
Okay.
All the other stuff into the docks there. So Hunter, Killer, Rocket, etc.
Into the dogs? Who's shooting into the dogs?
No, he's not shooting. This guy's shooting the Vindicator. Melta, multi-Melta's there.
Okay.
Other multi-Melta Stubbers there. Everything else, that guy.
Okay.
So that guy, the Vindicator, Top Gun, he is hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. Twin links. 3 saves, AP1, ignoring cover. Because of the Hellhound. 3 damage for the fail.
Okay.
Laser cannon, hits, wounds, AP3, ignore cover.
5s. Good.
It's good. Hunter Killer, pop, hits, does not wound. Okay, so everything else was into the JPIs. The Meltas on 2s. 2. You have some in cover?
6s.
Yep.
Make one.
One guy, we're within Melta range.
Okay.
So it kills one man. And a stubber, 6 shots.
1 second.
Stop. We're re-rolling 1s for these guys because of the robot. And on 4s. Oopsie doodle. 4s. 1 save on the JPI guys.
What's a fail?
1 damage.
1 damage. Okay.
Okay. Rogaldorn. Stubbers, Meltas into these buddies.
Okay.
So he's down to 5, yeah?
He took 3 damage. He had 9 left.
Good. 9, 2, yeah. Here. So Meltas, Stubbers there. Everything else into the box. So shooting the box. Bang. Top gun. So extra AP is applied to the Vindicator now.
Okay.
So 8 shots, hitting on 3s. All hits. So I still have my rerolls. Wounding on 3s. I'll use a wound reroll here. So 7 saves AP, 3 ignoring cover on Mr. Vindicator.
Yikes.
Pretty good.
On 5s?
Yep.
You said 7?
7, yeah.
5s.
We've defeated the Vindicator.
Yep. How much damage? 3 damage each?
3 damage each.
Does he explode?
Does he explode?
Nope.
No. Alright. Cool. So he is fired. I got my 2 Vanquishers left that target the Dugs. Flamer buddy. Oh, sorry, other stuff. Other stuff there. Right? Yeah. So I should roll that. Stubber. So I have all my rerolls available. I'll use the wound reroll. So I have a hit reroll left. Stubber into the JPIs. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the robot. Bad. On 4s. Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your 3-ups.
Fail 3.
So 2 buddies left.
Yep. No, fail 3. They're 1 damage each.
1 damage each, so 1 guy's wounded.
1 guy's dead. 1 guy's dead. So yeah, 2. You're it.
Meltas. I'll use my hit reroll. And on 2s. I don't have a wound reroll, so 2.
Am I outside of Melta range?
You're outside of Melta range, yeah.
Okay,
I
6s.
think one guy has cover. Okay, doesn't matter. Dead.
Okay, that's the unit.
All right, so 2 Vanquishers. We are within 12 of Dogs. Yeah.
Those are the last things to shoot, right?
These 2, yeah. So we're going to the dog pile. All right, you got a man. There you go. Yeah. So blood surge to the closest target. That's once per game.
Once per game.
Yeah. So he's gonna fire there first.
Okay.
Use my rocket. He's hitting on 4s. Mega cannon. Bam. Nope. Las cannon. Nope. Hunter killer. Yep. On your invuln.
4 up. Good.
Yep. Meltas. I think we're within 18. Yeah, definitely. Meltas. 1. 3. Oh, stubber. 3 on your 3 up.
Take 2.
1 damage per fail. Are you gonna dog?
Nope.
Dog move? Yep. This guy into the same blob. So heavy flamers. 3.
I'm just gonna put the wound counter right here and count.
Yeah. So
I should be outside of the range of the heavy flamers. We measured that before I put them there.
not for this guy. We're definitely within 12.
It's 18 or
12.
12?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be outside of that.
You want to be farther back?
Yes.
You
Because I asked about the heavy flamers.
I don't think you mentioned heavy flamers. You said Meltas or something, not the heavy flamers. You can.
Yeah, that's like.
You want to?
Yeah.
Speak it there.
The 12?
A bit more. Okay. Okay. Well, so hunter, killer, stubber. One guy's on 2, so I'll do my stubber. Stubber. He's hitting on 4s.
5s.
2. That's enough to kill a dog.
Nope.
All right.
Hunter Killer?
Hunter Killer. Bang. Bang. Nope. Mega Cannon. Bam.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Cool.
The death of the rail.
I got a Sabotage on Goins, and I'm discarding the other thing. Because it seems... I want to say charge. Are your character guys at the back or the front?
They're at the front.
I'm not charging. That seems like a bad idea.
You fell back, by the way, so you wouldn't be
with
charging.
the pokey tank.
Oh.
So I'm discarding.
So my recover's going to go off.
Cleanse. Recover, you get a 3. Goes to you, you'll hit a 10.
You both go to 1 CP. Because you fell back and shot.
1-1.
So
I'm
both
after the discard.
Oh, after the discard, yep. Okie dokie. Battle shock on this tank.
Yep.
Fail. That's fine. That's the only battle shock I needed. Okay. I'm going to control Scorched Earth is...
Just max 2 things. I give you the 10.
Okay, cool.
You got some cards?
How did that Imperial Guard turn go? Well, he did trade up in the sense that Vindicator did drop. So 10 hulls were 10 points of damage were inflicted on a Vanquisher for a whole entire Vindicator. That's the good news. The bad news is that round 1 Ingress is just so good with a giant pack of dogs, and that's going to cause all sorts of havoc amongst the guard lines. He could potentially move in, smash a tank, consolidate into another tank. Mind you, if you haven't seen these tanks in action before, they are little slippery bars of soap, and what I mean by that is they do have a strat to allow them to fall back and still shoot. They have a strat to move through walls. They could do all sorts of crazy shenanigans. They're in the Hammers of the Emperor, I believe is what the attachment's called. And basically what that means is when the tanks advance, they auto-advance 6 inches. So they're very, very quick around the board. So yeah, there is that. So all in all, I think ultimately Marines won just simply by rapid ingressing those wolves in. It's kind of nuts. They lost the tank, and yet it feels like they came out on top at the end of the Imperial Guard player's turn. So that's a heck of a feat. But that's a turn 1 rapid ingress gets you. My goodness, my goodness. All right, so we will probably see the end of a Vanquisher. But will we see the end of both a Vanquisher and a Scout Sentinel? I don't know. Do they have enough pop in their bat to take out both? Man, if that Scout Signal just sticks in there, that wouldn't be too bad. It almost doesn't even matter really. It's not like it would survive hanging out with that entire unit at the end of the guard player's turn. So, yeah, we'll probably see a Scout Sentinel evaporate. We're going to probably see another Vanquisher go in the center of the table. So this is an enormous amount of pressure happening around. There's still a Vindicator tank as well at the bottom of your screen that can just turn around, fall back, and just see a little piece of possibly a Hellhound, maybe even a Rogel Dorn. Nope, not the Rogel Dorn. That's another Vanquisher tank, actually, in that L with its barrel sticking out, and an Exterminator tank. So he's got lots of targets that Vindicator could go into. It'll be up to him to figure out exactly what he wants to shoot at. He's got good possibilities of taking out that Hellhound at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, kind of hiding behind an L right now. Let's see if I could catch a better angle of it. Let's go to right here. And this is what I'm talking about. There's the Vindicator right there on your screen. That's the Hellhound. That's Exterminator. And that's the cannon off that Vanquisher I was talking about. So right now, Space Wolves have a target-rich environment, and the crazy thing is they are hammers, and all these things that are sticking out are genuine nails. So I don't know, last time I looked, a hammer beats a nail right into the ground, so we'll see what happens, but this could be a heck of a turn for Space Wolves.
The only shooting I have left really is this.
Yep.
So it's going to shoot everything into here,
Both you guys, yeah.
including the Hunter Killer.
Yep.
So
No funny business because you're already at -1 hit. So.
big shot.
Yep.
8.
Oh, good.
5. 8 on 4s.
Good.
And then you're my oath target.
Yep. Oh, 4.
4 hits.
Good. 2 10 3s.
2 wounds.
4 ups cover. Takes D6. Or
Take 5.
Down to
Okay,
6.
and then Hunter Killer
Yep.
hits.
Right, because of 2s. Yep.
Yeah, and then 3's to wound. Doesn't wound.
All right. So I took down to 6. Okay.
Okay. Now
Was
we're
that
gonna.
a Stormbolter or something?
Yeah, I guess.
It's
2
always
shots.
the last piece of garbage.
Oath. 6 is to wound. Oh. Cool. We're gonna go to charges. I can activate Logan's ability this turn.
Reroll
Charges
hits and reroll
and
charges.
hits.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna start on that unit. I'm gonna spend 1 CP over there to give them Lance and reroll charges.
Okay. This
So-
unit here.
So I don't have to like research it. How do you wrap it in on turn 1?
It's an enhancement in Stormlance.
It's where?
It's an enhancement in
I'm
Stormlance.
looking at all the characters. I was just, I
Yeah.
know you have it. I just couldn't remember where.
Yeah, it's an enhancement in Stormlance.
That's amazing. All right, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna multi-charge that tank and your Sentinel.
So, yep, you got it.
It's a 10.
Was that a battle leader CP thing for the Lance? Or you're
No,
spending?
I spent the
You're
CP.
spending? Okay.
I'm out of CP.
Damn.
Touch.
All right, as he's maneuvering there, hopefully, B. Richie, you heard that. You were very welcome, my man. There's so many rules in 40K, folks, and so many exceptions. These are not the only things you can do when it comes to Deep Strike turn 1. There's other exceptions as well. This one just ends up being a giant pack of wolves. That's what makes it so incredibly exceptional. Oh, man. Look at those wolves in. Let's get an overhead shot. Just closing in, of course, multi-charging into both the Scout Sentinel and the Vanquisher tank right there. Also simultaneously capping that objective. But he doesn't need to. Almost certainly he's going to try to consolidate. But if he annihilates both those targets, he will not be able to consolidate into anything because everything's too far away. So they'll be able to consolidate backwards if they so wish. Maybe not a bad option, really. But those dogs, did I tell you they're also tanky? Yeah, invulns everywhere across that unit as well. And another pack of doggos ready to pounce on another tank. Getting spicy.
Scoring sabotage.
Based. Based.
So in space is just the big cheese guy.
You could interrupt, but I don't think that really matters.
I am not interrupting with my text.
No, I didn't think so. Okay. I'm going to fight over here first.
Yep.
So
Splitting. T11, 13 wounds, 2 up save. T7, 7 wounds, 3 up save.
so the 2 characters and these 2 guys are in here.
Okay.
And then these 3 guys are in here.
Okay. Bam, bam. Got it.
So the 2 characters.
Because they're 3 damage now from
They're
the charge.
3 damage now
Otherwise,
'cause the
2
charge.
normally. Okay. And those guys have lethal, or the whole unit has lethal?
The whole unit has
Oh, the
lethal.
characters do. Okay.
Hitting on 2s
Yep.
with lethals. So that's 3 lethals. I'm not going to fish. These are winning on 4s because strength 8 plus lance.
Yeah.
You've got 6 AP 2 3 damage.
6, 6, 2, 3. 4 ups. I take 6 damage, down to 7.
Okay, and then the 2 non-character guys that are going in.
Yep.
Or 3 non-characters. 1, 2, yeah, 3 non-characters because I said 2 was going in.
There's 3 there, and then 2 characters, 2 guys there.
Yeah.
So 2 regular guys into the rest?
2 regular guys on 3s. These guys are wounding on 5, so I will fish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't pay off, but whatever. Then 5s to wound.
Yep.
Decent. 4 AP 1 2 damage.
4 AP 1. Bam. Takes 2.
Okay,
Down
and then
5.
the wolf attacks from all of them. So 12 wolf attacks.
The mortal thingy. Roll 1, so I count the 5. So it'll just be 3.
Oops. Hitting on 4s, rolling.
Rather be done 5 attacks.
Wounding on 5s. So it looks like 6 AP 1 2 damage.
2 damage, right. I'll take 2 more.
Cool.
Down to 3. We are not dead, which is nice.
And then the 3 guys into the other dude.
2 guys.
It would be
1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Yep, 3 guys. Yep.
because there's only one guy not fighting.
Yep.
These guys are wounding on 4, so there's no point in fishing.
Yep.
It's 2 lethals. And then wounding on 4s, strength 5 and lance. So it's going to be 6 AP 1.
4 ups. 1, 2, 3. Down to 1.
Okay, and then their wolf attacks.
Down to 1. Like point.
Five more AP 1 2 damage.
She's gonna die. Does it explode? It doesn't.
Sorry, I just have to read it.
Real quick.
Sabotaging, and that's it. And discarding.
And then
So I'm
consolidates.
still safe to move, which is nice.
Have to get closer. Cool. Okie dokie. Into engagement range because that's closer.
Yep.
Three. Within 1 inch. Base to base. And then base to base.
You can tag that. Okay.
Can tag this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put these 2 guys into here.
Yep.
And then the rest into there.
Okay. You got it.
So the Power Fist guy into the tank.
Yep.
Lethal, wounding on. I'll fish because I'm wounding on 5s because these guys don't have lance.
Sure.
So 3 lethals and then 5s. 4 AP 2 3 damage.
Oh, this guy?
Yep.
He's okay.
And then the normal dude.
Yep.
Lethal, gonna fish because I'm wounding on 6s.
Okay.
Hit 6 to wound. 3 AP 1 2 damage. Got it.
Good butt. Nice.
Okay. And next Power Fist dude. Into the other tank.
Yep.
4 hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna fish for lethals. Pays off. 2 lethals. 5s to wound. 3 AP 2 3 damage.
Explode.
Okay.
There he goes. What tags?
Tag.
Yep.
Touch.
Hounds. Fang. Fang. 1. From the Hounds.
From the Hounds.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not really any room for these guys to go, so. 1 save?
Yep, 1 save.
Good.
Very good. Okay.
I'm done.
You score some stuff. Do your scorings. You're discarding marked for a CP?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. I'll finish the sabotage from turn 1, so I get that. You get a CP, I get a CP. I'm at 3 CP. I'm going to get 5 because I didn't put the bikes in the right spot, so that's okay.
I am at 2 CP going into your turn because I spent
with the
for free.
discard. With the,
Or
you, spent,
with the,
you said you were spending
yeah.
the one. Yeah, so you're going up to 1 with the discard. Random.
Yeah, so going into your turn, I'll have 2.
That is on my game 2. Game 2 and
I can't
discard.
be- yeah, there you
okay, there, that makes sense. Storm hostile extend. Well, I can storm. Extend is just hold 1, right? Orders.
Oh, those guys.
So D6 blood search. If I'm within 9, D6 reactive move.
Yep.
Well, hit more good. Bam.
Hot damn indeed. Okay, so how well did those Space Wolves do? Well, it went about as well as I was expecting. All the tanks and vehicles that I thought were going to get deleted were in the end deleted, and now the guard player is also facing a potential surge move when he shoots at him. The only thing I didn't see coming, or I didn't notice, unless it did get deleted in the end, and maybe I just was... There was a lot happening in the background, folks. Sorry. Let me just double check. Did he knock out that tank at the bottom? No. Did he forget to shoot, or did he just not? Well, either way, things I thought that were going to happen here at the bottom didn't. Nothing got deleted, so that's the good news for the Imperial Guard player. From different perspective, this is bad. This is very, very bad. He'll, I guess, give ground, but by giving ground, he's giving up board state and all those primaries. Does the Space Wolf player have any models on that objective? No, he does not. Okay, but he does have models on the center in the form of wolves. I do not believe there's any Space Wolves underneath that L right there, so it looks like the center is in wolf territory. That objective, here, let's go from the top perspective. So the bottom right hand, I don't think is in anybody's hands. The top left, I don't think is in anybody's hands. And the middle and home are in Space Wolf hands. Now I'll go check to see, because it's hard to see if there's a model tucked underneath the building, but if there isn't, the only one threatening to score primary really is currently Space Wolves. Imperial Guard, I'm sure, are about to change that, but let's see if something's tucked in a building.
Reactive move. So set up a charge. No, I want to charge that. That's okay. Kill all the stuff. That's 7. He's going to drive over there. He's 7 away from that with the intent to be the closest target, and I can charge that. Do not have a grenade, but I'm going to hit that with a tank lock. With a
5-inch charge?
It's like 5. Not my favorite number. All this crap wants to go there. Don't need to care about those. 9 inches. I might just wall him back, because this can clearly go there. That'll fall back there. Let me see. 8. I could just auto 6. 8, 9. You just auto 6 and 1 CB to shoot. Auto 6 and shoot. He's gonna go there, and then he's gonna go there. And just double check. Bring in a robot there. Or there's wall. He can just wall. He can move very clearly this way. And then we're avoiding that. All right, so he's gonna auto 6.
Okay, that's CP?
Yeah, after moving, so I'll go down to 2, or down to 2, yeah. So 14. Somebody there. 14. Staying outside of 9 of those guys. Robots. Just gonna check this area. I'm gonna put firepower here. This Dornarino. Go 3 and 7 from that corner up to there. Staying outside of 9 of those friends. So he's sliding 10 this way. That's I want my AP guy. I'm gonna go 10 this way.
Yeah, do it up.
All right, the Astra Militarum are lining up. What? 1 Rogaldorn, an Exterminator, and a Vanquisher for some puppy angles. Exactly right. The other Exterminator, the one at the top of your screen, is probably just going to move a bit, I'd imagine. Maybe beyond the objective, or maybe try to avoid it to not give up any points. There's going to be an awful lot of firepower being exerted for sure on those units. So we should see 1 unit of dogs go down this round. But, man, primary is just not happening. The guard player, what did he draw? He drew Storm Hostile Objective and Extend Battle Lines. There you go. There you go. Stick something on that to get some points. As for Storm Hostile, I don't think that's happening anywhere. He's just not in the position to do that. But at least he'll get Extend Battle Lines. And that ain't bad. His primary game is being absolutely squashed right now, or choked. We'll find out whether what happens at the end when the dust settles in this round. If some of those pups are still alive, we could see another 2 tanks fall, but we shall see.
Good. And the Hellhounds at AP, ignore cover.
Just 1 second. Thinking. Oh, I'm engaged. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Doesn't
All right, as he's thinking, I got a question on chat. We got tension. Is this game 3 or 4? It should. Oh, sorry. It says final. This is actually game 4. Game 3 just happened a little while ago. So, yes, this is game 4. The finals. This is the tippity top of our pyramid. Right now, it's Astra and Space Wolves potentially playing for first place. I say potentially. What are we? We're 20 players, 4 rounds. So that's 10, 5. We could have 2 undefeated players. There's a possibility of 2 undefeated. But there's a real good chance that we'll actually have an unequivocal undefeated player at the end of this. So there you go, Tension.
Shoots there. Both of them can react to move, or just one?
Yeah, both of them.
Both? Good.
They both can blood
Any
surge.
directions? No. You can't really pull from this here. This is the most pullable. The Rogaldorn doesn't care about AP right now. That stuff can go here. And I'd rather you not pull there. So I'll start with the Hellhounds into
Which Hellhounds?
the Vindicator.
This one?
Yeah.
Before you shoot,
Sure.
I'm thinking about rapid enhancing. So
You got the character guide?
I do.
Okay.
Okay, blood surge closer and back onto the objective. Save the CP. So I would need to roll to get on there. A 3. Yeah, I'm gonna rapid interest.
Okay. Spending a CP there, down to 1.
Yep. Pop me down to 1.
Okay. Just hang it out on the objective.
Hanging out on the objective.
Okay. Scoring is good. So
Pardon?
scoring is good. So up to me. So Rogally Dorn, everything into this blob. Doing any funny business?
Rogaldorn, which one?
This gentleman. Oh, Hellhound first into it.
Into here.
Yeah.
No funny business.
So big flamers 5. 1 save, AP2, ignore cover.
Fail it.
1 damage. Heavy flamer, 4 bits of flame. 2 saves, AP1, ignore cover. Very tank shockable.
Good.
All right. Remove cover on that guy.
How dare you?
Okay. So Rogaldorn into the middle blob. Because we're safe, and it is what it is. Everything there. So they're all healthy.
This is the Rogaldorn
Yeah.
into that one?
Correct.
We've done a good job of setting it up so you can fire with multiple units.
Yes. I would like to do that.
Yeah, fire away.
Okay. So all healthy.
All healthy.
So let's start with the multi-meltas, I guess. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, re-rolling 1s. So wounding on 3s. All wounds on your invuln. And
4 up.
2
fail
or
1.
1. So D6 damage. So kills out dog. So that's that. The Top Gun. 5 plus 3 plus 1 for blast. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling once. So I'll use a re-roll here. So I have no hit re-rolls left. On 2s. So
Strength 12?
Strength 12, yeah. 7 on your invuln. 3 damage per fail. So pops.
Kills 1 and
dog
damages
change.
1.
Okay, so the middle gun, autocannon, stubbers. We'll do stubbers because the guy's on 1. 6. Go stubs. Re-rolling 1s. That's a lot of 1s. I have a wound re-roll left. Fail. Good. On 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on your 3Fs.
How many stubbers does this thing got?
18 shots.
Fail 2.
So kills the dog and puts 1 on 3.
Yep.
The middle gun and then the autocannon. Middle gun, 4 shots with blast. I have used my wound reroll.
You've used both rerolls.
I had 1 left, I just don't remember which. Okay, I'll just... I'm re-rolling 1s to hit anyway. Okay. On 3s. 2 saves on your invuln for 3 damage per fail.
There's no AP on this?
AP3.
AP3.
Good. So good. And the autocannon. Bang, bang. Re-rolling 1s. On 3s. 2 saves. AP1. So AP9 after.
3s.
So
Good.
All right. So 1 dog's on 1.
Yep.
That is the Dorn that is finished firing.
They are going to use their blood surge.
Yeah. So everyone's at least 7 away. With the bikes or not.
They're going 3 inches.
3 inches. Okay.
He picks a little bit for you. And your contagion has autocannon hits on 1. It's AP wider right now. Contagion is set up to 2. Is that cover?
You can't see with that guy?
Yeah, that's correct. So 2 regular guys and 2 characters left?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. The hounds can see him, but that's whatever. You can't really pull out of there because you have to. Bloodsters, you have to come to me, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
So, exterminator shooting at those buddies.
Yeah, I am going to use -1 to hit, -1 to wound them.
With the character guy?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So everyone's going to be hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. This guy's hitting on 5s. We're definitely outside of rapid fire. So the top gun hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Wounding on 3s, twin links. Oh, sorry. I'll come back to this. I want to remove cover and then shoot. Is that fine? So, whatever. I'll just wear it. I already rolled. So twin links. So 1 save, AP 1, so AP none.
Good.
Good. Las cannon hits, doesn't wound. Stubber hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s.
6s.
So extra AP is applied to that target.
Okay.
The other stuff's at range.
So that was this one that just shot?
That's this guy, yeah. Are they moving?
Nope. Fire away.
Right. Hellhounds. 13. I want to kill that dog. This can all go here. I want to kill a dog. They're not on minus T6, right? So he'll put everything there.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter. These things are dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Inferno Cannon to the middle group, 6 shots on 4s. 5 saves on your invul. Doodle.
Thanks. I'll fail 2.
1 damage each.
Okay, kills 1, slides of damage.
Good. 1's on 3 then. Heavy flamer in the middle. No.
Okay.
Okay. So definitely want to put my blast guns there. So I remove cover on this unit.
So this unit stripped cover.
Yep. The basic guys add the +1 damage on charge, right? If I kill the last guy.
They go down to damage 2.
Got it.
Yep.
These are screw up UW. So I have these 2 left to fire. These 3 left to fire. 1, 2, 3. So he just fired. So this gentleman's gonna shoot here.
Okay.
He's definitely outside with all those ranges. So las cannon, stubber, big gun.
Okay.
Okay. Guys on 2. Big gun, las cannon, stubber. It's probably not worth it. Las cannon hitting on a 4, winning on a 3.
4.
On your invul.
Good.
You're good. The big gun hits, wounds.
Strength.
18.
Yep. Force. Good.
Good. Stubber. 2 hits on 6s. No. All right. He's done because he doesn't see anything else. You have fired. All right. 1, 2, 3 left. I want to clear that to remove the damage modifier. We're maybe in Melta range.
You were outside of 9 because you didn't want the reactive move, remember?
Right.
Yeah.
But you moved.
I didn't come closer, though.
You didn't come closer?
Yeah, I had to go closer to these
got
guys.
It. Got it. Auto cannon there.
Sure.
Because everything else here.
Okay.
All right, auto cannon into the middle. Bang, bang. 2 hits, winning on 3s. 1 save in the middle on your invul. Finishes the dog.
Okay.
And everything else there. So the stubbers first, I guess. Oh, I'm winning on 6s, right? Yeah, stubbers. Stubs.
So hitting on 4s, winning on 6s?
Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. And I have all my commander rerolls available. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was. Hey, 4! 4 AP1, ignoring cover. Let's see the whole. So we. Dog down to 1. Good. Womp womp. Everything else is multi-damage. So I guess the multi-melta can fail. No, I want the multi-meltas. Yeah, so middle gun, D6 shots. So 3 with blast, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, rerolling 1s. Nope. The big gun on top, bang. 4 shots, 5 with blast, hitting on 4s. I'll use a hit reroll. Okay. Wounding on 3s because of your minus. I'll use a wound reroll. 1 save on your invuln.
Good.
Good. There's Meltas, I guess. Meltas, hitting on 4s, rerolling once. All hits. Wounding
4s.
For 2 on your invuln.
Make him
So
fail.
kills the wounded man.
I dare you.
Aha, got him. Sentinel, both there. Or did I just shoot? How many wounds?
He's got 5.
5 in this guy?
7.
7, huh?
I don't think the Sentinel can see.
No, I can't see that. It wouldn't be bad to see that. Just the minuses are annoying hitting on 5s versus hitting on 4s. This guy is toast. This guy, everything here.
Okay.
Because YOLO. So multi-meltas, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. Hey, winning on 4s. Oh, Top Gun.
What's the AP on this one?
It's AP2 ignore cover at least.
AP2 ignore
Yeah,
cover? Okay.
because of the
So there's no
stack.
autocannon or anything to go into them? That's AP1, but...
The first autocannon added an AP
Okay.
to the target. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, you have to okay. Autocannon. Thing. Wounding on 4s, twin links. All right, twin links. 2 on your invuln.
Make him.
All right, laser cannon. Oh, stubber. These guys are refusing to die.
6s.
6s, yeah. 6s. No. Okay, that's him. I got a sentinel. I only killed 1 guy from that unit?
Yes, you did exactly 2 damage.
Yeah. The other unit I got, that's okay. I got a CP, I got a tank shock that thing, hit a 5. The bikes can shoot the friend in the middle. Shoot that guy. Bang, bang.
Who's shooting?
The 2 Rough Riders.
Oh, okay.
Fall back, shoot charge. 2 hits. Oh, reroll 1s because you're laser. No. Sentinel. I guess I shoot that man. So I'll shoot that man. Hunter killer. No, last cannon. Right. Charges. Whatever. The Hellhound into your box.
Okay.
Thing. 6 is enough. I'll spend my CP for a tank shock.
Okay.
Plonk him there. Touch the thing. 10 dice. He's on 2, yeah?
Yeah. Very likely to die.
Oh, he's super
He's
dice.
so dead.
Does he explode? Might clip my guy.
Nope.
All right. I'm not storming. I am extending. I think that's that. Yeah. Extend for 5. Bang. Storm. I did not
storm.
get middle, so I'm discarding that for a CP, discard, and a turn. Okay. I'll ship it over to you. Right. Chatu. I got a 10. Because you got that stuff. 2. Okay, you get some cards.
Okay.
Oh, CP for everyone. 1,
CP. Cool. Select missions. Behind enemy lines, sabotage.
Okay.
Whoops.
All right, so how did that turn go for Imperial Guard? 1 unit of puppies went down, but it just was not enough to lay down the other prehistoric dogs. So, he's got problems. He's got serious problems. Maybe not 99 of them, but he's got a heck of a lot of problems. And those heroes that are on pups are also not bad in combat and can cause a lot of issues. They can now thread needles with their small little footprint, and we might see some try to engage some important targets. Those wolves at the top of your screen are almost assuredly going to slam into, well, he just did it. There it is, oathed. It's going to slam into that Rogel Dorn and possibly that Sentinel at the same time. I am pretty darn certain he will be focusing every single attack on that Dorn if he can. That Dorn's probably snuggling right up to the wall as well. Don't think I'll be able to cut an angle on that. I could go confirm that, but let's assume that he is, and assuming that he is, he will be able to get hit by more doggos. Those doggos are probably going to engage the back of that Exterminator, the Rogel Dorn, and the Sentinel in the top right-hand corner of your screen. What are the heroes going to do? They're going to hunt down possibly some Rough Riders. Might as well clean them out. And possibly a Sentinel. The only issue is Overwatch. And Overwatch from a Rogel Dorn is absolutely no joke. It is a big deal. Think of it like a little small hill of nothing but guns, and you have the right idea. 18 shots from just stubbers, including all its other sponsored weapons, and basically two main guns. It's just an insane amount of shots on Overwatch. Dennis, you are absolutely correct. Welcome to the chat. It was a heck of a lot of 4-up invulns.
So melt to save, good. Big cannon save, good. Auto cannon save, good.
Double thing. No, okay, that's it. Continue your stuff.
Okay. I'm going to sabotage with the impulsor.
Okay.
How fast can you move this thing?
19.
You could go 19 and still shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to sabotage the impulsor.
Okay.
I don't have any shooting. I could throw some grenades. Didn't advance with him. Is there a point? I've got 2 CP.
Yep.
I don't know if I need to throw grenades yet. All right. I don't have any shooting to do, so sabotage.
Yep.
My other objective is behind enemy lines, which I'll definitely get. So let's go to charging.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a CP over there for Lance and reroll charges.
The free thing?
Nope, because it's I already used it last turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to cost me a CP. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm multi-charging.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
All 3 units.
Yep.
5 inches plus 1, 6 inches. More than enough.
Just to be clear, underscore it, he did draw behind enemy lines and sabotage for this round. He'll get behind enemy lines almost assuredly, and sabotage again almost assuredly. Just between those two, that is 10 points. He has primary, or currently is in possession of the top left corner objective. It doesn't look like he has anything in the center, but he does control home and is currently threatening the home objective of the Astra Militarum player. He is trying to squeeze as many doggos as he possibly can. He's hoping to put, I would imagine, as many attacks into the Rogel Dorn as he possibly can. That thing is tough as nails. It doesn't look like actually he's maximizing. Mostly because he has to base. He has to base if he can. So that's why he's drifted there. All right. So the dogs are all done. He could have blocked some of that movement if he really wanted to, but I think that's about the maximum he can do. We'll see how many. We'll see if the Rogadorn goes down. That thing is so many wounds and super, super tough just all in general. I'm not going to lie. I'd be kind of shocked if it falls. We might see an exterminator go, but again, I don't know if that's enough. 3 dogs is enough to necessarily take it out. I mean, theoretically, yes. We might see a sentinel. Like, it's just a whole bunch of mites because a lot of these attacks are going to be divided. So let's cross the fingers, I guess, for Space Wolves, and hopefully he gets to smash some piñatas.
On the wrong guy, but that's fine. It is what it is.
Yep.
Yep. So 9 attacks, hitting on 2s.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
That's a lot of 1s. Wounding on 2s. 3, AP2, 3 damage.
5 ups.
Take 9 damage.
Dies. Does he explode? Robot. Oh, wait. Oh.
And then another 3 guys into that 1 tank.
Yep.
Oof. Lots of 1s this time. And then 4 5s. Toughness 10 on that.
11. Yeah.
11, so 5s. 2, AP 1, 2 damage.
That's good.
Okay, and then the wolf attacks.
Yep.
Uh, 6, AP 1, 2 damage.
6, very good. 3 ups. We're good.
Cool.
He's bossy.
Okay, this guy's attacks into the Rough Riders.
Yep. The pink guy?
Yep.
Yep.
4 attacks.
Uh-oh.
Wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, AP 2, 2 damage.
6s. There it is.
Get him.
Okay.
Touch. This guy's gonna fight into here.
Yep. The Sentinel?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna, just to be accurate, 3 inches. 5 attacks on 2s.
Yep.
On 3s, you're rolling 1s. 5, AP 2, 2 damage.
Oh. So it's down to 1.
Okay, and then the wolf attacks.
Yep.
1 hit. 5s, rolling 1s. 1 wound, AP 1, 1 damage.
That's good. All right, we get the score. That's nice. Is he engaging my Dorn? This guy?
Yes.
Okay. This is me. All healthy. All healthy. So
Yep.
Robot's gonna stab the blue guy.
Sure.
Here's a bracket. Oh, Dorn here into the blob. Dorn. 2. No AP.
Fail him.
2 whole damage. Get Dorned. The rust into the same blob. He's angry too. 3s. 4 more saves.
2 more?
4 more.
What's the strength on it?
7.
Oh, shit, cool.
One guy's down to 1.
Cool.
Okay. Tank melee. 1, 2. So I still have more OC, so I don't have to care. That's it. Behind for 1 unit.
Behind for 1 unit.
And sabotage ongoing with Impulsor.
Yep.
Okay. Is it against the wall?
It is against the wall, yeah.
So I might be able to charge it with Rough Riders. I'll ship over to me. I'll still grab a 10. So everyone's at 2 CP. Scorched Earth, Control 2. Random. Behind enemy lines, overwhelming force.
I remember my rules, motherfucker.
That guy's gonna go behind. Overwhelming, kill, pink guy. Orders. This guy's definitely falling back and shooting. We could go there to avoid blood surge. This guy's not gonna shoot, he's gonna drive there. I'm gonna start burning stuff. Shoot better. Moving last. The C7, so I can safely go there and hold from blood surges. This man, Helltown, wants to remove cover. Go there, shoots. 5 firepower, gonna stay in combat. Rather not care. I can't move my sentinel there. This guy, 11, 13. We're just gonna start moving out.
All right, let's chit chat about how that Space Marine or Space Wolf turn went. Went pretty much predictably as, well, more or less what I expected. He did down a Sentinel, which is great. He got behind enemy lines, and he will eventually, oh, what was the other thing he got? Apologies, folks. Let's get to this screen. Oopsie. Let's go back. Established Locus. Established Locus? No, that wasn't it. I thought it was something else he had going for him. Sabotage. That's what it was. He'll score Sabotage too. He just has to wait till the end of the turn to do so. But I do not believe there's any way that the Astra Militarum player will be able to interact with the Impulsor that is doing it, performing sabotage in the top left-hand corner of the screen. So almost assuredly, the Space Wolf player will gain another 6 points for doing so. What else we got going? What's on the menu for Astra Militarum? Well, I think they just need to down these rabid dogs. I think that would be a good start, but he really also needs to push onto some primary right now. So he'll secure that bottom one. We'll probably see those 2 heroes fall, at least potentially so. There'll be a lot of backing off up at the top right-hand corner of your screen as well, and some shots being poured on. But, man, things can get dicey at this point with 4-up invulns. I'm going to say right now I think he'll be able to grab the bottom because he's already in control of it. But, I mean, he'll polish off those 2 heroes so that that objective will not be threatened any longer. Those wolves up at the top are the big question mark. Because those heroes can just absorb a bunch of shots too. And he can't ignore them. Ooh, a slightly tough situation. Lots of pressure being caused by Space Wolves, that's for sure. And what's lovely is also the score, folks. Let's get the score on the screen for you. It is a tight game at 40-33 for the Wolves right now. And really, it's 46-33. We'll see what happens at the end of this turn. So the guard player has got behind enemy lines. He could do that with that Hellhound. He could just rocket over and then just plant possibly the Rogel Dorn that's in the bottom right-hand corner-ish on that objective. So swap him out. Score some points for behind enemy lines, scoring 4. Overwhelming, he will get. Good job. Yeah, he's just going to take that center like that. I'm glad he didn't get distracted too heavily there. That was definitely the right tank to do that with. So he'll get overwhelming as well. So score fairly well on secondaries and actually start establishing some primary scoring going into rounds 4 and 5. So this game is still way up in the air. It could go any direction right now. Wolves are starting to run out of juice, but what's on the table currently right now is no joke and can be weirdly tough depending on dice.
So we start chipping those guys down, get behind.
So you can't see from there?
Yeah. Should be able to see that buddy.
And that's moving how far? Because he doesn't have an order?
13. He had 3-inch move. Oh, no, he didn't have the order.
Yeah, he doesn't have an order.
Okay, he'll be there. So he's not going to see.
Okay.
But he's threatening the following turn. There's no funny business there with those guys?
Right now?
Those guys, yeah. Because the reactive move is a character guy, right? No. So he's gonna go there to hold objectivos. It doesn't have to be as far. Move him back a little. Just want to keep 9-inch and advance and charge and stuff.
Yep.
Let's go back a bit. Make sure we're outside of 7. Okay. 1 CP. He's gonna hang out. Put shots there. Want to apply AP. I can wall. Can 1 CP wall. 10 for the back. I can clear there. Doesn't matter. 10, 8. And 8 inches. It's gonna be there. See back there. 10.
How fast does he move normally?
10.
10. So you got to spend for a pivot to get your gun out of the way?
Yeah, so he's going to rotate in there. We're within 18 of those. Might need to move him.
Can you have them intersected like this?
Try it.
Cool.
We don't have to pivot. 6 and 4 for the back corner. 6 and 4. This guy wants to add AP to target.
And he moves how fast?
10.
10. And you gave him orders or no?
No, just 10.
Then you shouldn't be able to get outside of 9.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, but you were tucked in and I'm farther than an inch away, like up your base. So you shouldn't be able to get outside of 9.
Right, we'll just have a 3-inch move on that guy instead. Or I'll just 1 CP wall.
Okay.
So we'll just go this way. So back corner is, so I'll do that instead.
So you're out of CP then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Most of this. Because I don't know. Thanks. No CPs.
Okay. That still leaves you within 9 inches though?
This guy? Alright, so I'll keep my CP. I'll just have the move order, because he just advanced. He didn't need the speed from there. He didn't go far.
So he advanced?
Yeah, so I'll just have regular moves.
So he's not on here then? Oh,
No,
you can auto advance.
Yeah, he had much farther to go,
Yeah.
technically. So he'll have the move order to go there.
Okay.
And then outside of it.
And this guy didn't take any damage.
No, he saved all the rolls. Alright, this buddy.
Fell back, and shoot, fell back.
Fell back, not doing it.
Also fell back.
Yeah, and this guy's gonna go there to see that stuff. So this hole can shoot, he's hitting in the minus. That guy moved. Rough Rider's gonna show up. Show up over there. What's my other thing? Overwhelming force, that guy. One guy. Alright, they're gonna show up here. There's some more pointos. Threatening more stuff this way. Following turn. Yeah, shoosting. So robot's gonna laser the blue guy.
Sure.
So this we're outside. You can't surge into me. That's the closest. So you have to get there. We're off the wall, so you can't touch me. Oh, this guy's definitely on the wall. There we go, off the wall. So 6 OC. Hopefully we kill him. So we're safe from the surge connect. Good. So he's gonna get to shoot regardless. Door might want to add an AP. AP doesn't matter. So the only target. So this guy, all the. What do you call it? Non-blast guns into the gentleman in front of me.
Okay.
And the blast guns are going there.
Okay. I'm going to give them -1 to hit wound for free.
For free? Good. So non-blast guns into Blue Man Group. I guess I should. No, it's whatever. Meltos can go there. Blue Man Group. So non-blasts. So Meltas, we're rerolling ones from the robot. I'll use my hit reroll here. Rerolling ones. Good. Wounding on 3s. I'll use a wound reroll here. So 3 saves on the blue guy.
4 ups.
Takes d6 plus 2. Bang. For 7.
That's exactly enough.
Perfect. So all the blast stuff into doggos. So Top Gun, 4 shots plus 1 for blast.
Yep.
Is there a wounded guy? Okay. I'll shoot this step. No, I said not blaster. Okay. So Top Gun. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 3 saves on your invul. Kills the dog, puts 1 down to 1.
Okay.
Middle gun, number shots, 3. Hitting on 4s, because of your thing. Wounding on 4s, because of your thing. 2 saves on your invul. So, okay, so 1 dead dog, 1 on 1. So he's done shooting. Are they gonna blood surge?
Yeah, I think I'll probably blood surge here to see if I can get outside of line of sight of
Maybe
that
some tanks too.
thing.
Potentially.
Oh, that fell back. No, that one fell back.
This one fell back. Yeah.
That one fell back. Yeah.
This one can shoot.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll do the blood surge.
Yep.
3 inches.
Good. So definitely can keep shooting, which is nice. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Don't know where I'm going.
You're gonna get able to get it.
Over here, I think.
One buddy's on 1 there, huh?
Yep.
He,
I did nudge you, so why don't we do a roll off each other, right? So once you're free, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This guy's gonna move first. And then this guy's gonna move. There we go.
pulling up from his barrels. Last cannon's there. I think we still see you.
Yeah, looks like you can still see.
Okay. So this gentleman, are we within 18? We are. -1. I need that guy dead. This guy can shoot him. All right. One guy's on 1 wound, right? And that's
Yep.
the exposed man.
Yep.
So he's going to put everything there. I need that guy dying. 5 wounds, right? 5
Yeah,
wounds.
5
He's going to put the top gun there. Everything else there. So top gun into the buddy there. I'll put a top gun and 1 multi-melta there.
Okay.
So 1 multi-melta into that buddy. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1 save on your invul for the pink guy.
Good.
Good. Top gun into that buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Twin links. Twin links. 5 on your invul.
This AP lots?
AP1, I see the guy though.
Okay.
Pink guy. So we kill him.
Okay.
Super kill him. And 1 multi-melta there and the stubber there. So I'll do the stubber. Hitting on 3s. Force. Wounding on 6s. No. And 1 multi-melta into those guys.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So he is shot. I got tank. Bunch of idiots. I have 1 CP for grenade. Might as well grenade a guy. And then the infantry can shoot. Just keep killing dudes. What do I need CP for? Nothing? I don't need AP there. So I'm going to toss a grenade with my infantry blob.
Okay.
Which is something I can legally do. Hey, 4. So
Nice.
pops a dude and 1 down to 1. The big tank backwards into your buddies. So stubber first. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 6s. Nada. He's got his guns. 1 guy's on 1. Melta is the least damage. So Meltas. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 save on your invul. On the dog squad.
Good.
Good. Last cannon.
Nope.
Big gun.
Nope.
He's done. So I got the infantry squad and the Dorn. Infantry squad, everything into those guys. I don't need to overcharge plasma. I'll shoot it last. So I will overcharge plasma. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lasgunny things. I don't have lethals.
He's hitting on
Fives,
5s.
and then 6s. 1 wound would be nice. I guess there's extra AP. No. Oh. Multi-gun plasma. So plasma gun overcharging. Plasma. 2 shots. No. Does he explode? No. Multi-gun. Let's go. No. Okay. You got all those dudes there, eh? So Rogaldorn into these buddies.
Okay.
Oops.
Do you have any AP1 stuff?
AP1. Yeah. It's AP1 at the moment because of the exterminator. So at least AP1 or better. AP1 is the stubbers. Autocan is AP2 right now.
But I do get covered because you didn't flame me.
This guy. Oh, you're not wholly within.
I don't. But you can't see my whole model.
I suppose.
the one
yeah.
guy is-
Yeah, behind the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll spend
friend?
for armor contempt.
Okay. Yep, makes sense. So stubbers hitting on 4s. Not the best stubs.
6s.
6s. Nope. All right, no chips. We are in melter range. 1 damage. I'll do the top gun. Bang. Blast still. So 8.
You rolled a 1
Yeah.
and it gets 8 shots.
I rolled
A 1.
a 5. Not. Yeah, 100%. That. I didn't roll a 1 for number shot.
Okay.
And 1 for blast. So 9 total. I hope that's 100%. I'll use a hit reroll. So I have a wound reroll and a damage reroll left. Wounding on 3s. Eek. Wound reroll. So 4 saves on invuln for 3 damage per fail. 4 saves.
4 saves.
Yeah. So dead man. So 1 guy's down to 1 again.
Okay.
That was the top gun. I got the middle gun and autocannon meltas. So you did armor of contempt, which doesn't matter because it's AP2, and the rest doesn't have cover. Okay.
You don't ignore cover. You never shot me with the flamer.
No, just in terms of, so he's still there. Okay, middle gun. So 3 shots. I've used my rerolls on 4s. Nope. Autocannon. Autocannon. Maybe saving on 3s. Autocannon last. Multi-meltos.
You fired the multi-meltas first.
No, multi-meltas have not been fired. Not from him.
Okay, yeah.
Multi-meltas and autocannon.
Yeah, you said over here the multi-meltas
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's the
Auto
lowest
cannon, I'll do.
damage. Yeah.
1 hit. Nope. Multi-meltas. Meltas. Yeah, unfortunate. Getting up. Yep. Shoot. Still alive. That's good. What was going to the pink guy? Oh, I got this box. Did I shoot the pink guy?
I
Oh,
think
he died.
did.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he died. He took a ton of melting. Did I? So this guy here?
The pink
I
guy's
think I shot-
guy's still alive. The blue guy's dead.
Pink guy died from this.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
He
you're right.
fired the big cannon. Yeah. Okay. So, oopsie doodle. Yeah, my dice are running around. So, O force for 1 guy. The blue guy wasn't on it, right?
Yeah.
1 behind for 2 units.
Where's your? Oh, both of them right there.
Yeah.
So behind for 2 units and overall force for 3.
And I scored some primaries. Super to you. You'll grab 10. 10 primaries.
I'm going second. Right? No, I'm going
You're
first.
first. You're first.
Is this turn 5 or 4?
Top of 4.
Top of 4. Cool. Gain a CP.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay. I'm gonna get. Oh, my sabotage goes off.
Yeah.
Get. No prisoners area denial. Oof.
Good.
Do I need 2 CP this turn? I don't think so.
Area denial is not really going to be one that he's going to be able to do per se, but no prisoners. Well, that definitely has avenues. How well did that turn go for Imperial Guard? It went dicey. He killed both the heroes, like I was thinking he was going to do, and I thought that the big wolf unit up at the top of the screen was going to survive. I just thought it was going to be a little bit smaller than it actually is. So we'll probably see that unit lift that Rogaldorn and maybe even do a little multi-charge into those, I was going to say cultists, into those Imperial Guardsmen. So there you go. He'll be able to score no prisoners. And he redrew into overwhelming force. All right, that's not bad. Overwhelming force is pretty good. You'll be able to score that up at the top. I believe those guard are actually on that objective, if I am not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. Adam Young, welcome to the chat. You can't get cover on the guys not in cover. It's not exactly how it works. To my understanding, basically when you fire into a unit, you pick a point on a model, any point on a model. Then from that point, you have to see the entirety of the unit that you're firing at. If you do not see the entirety of the unit that you're firing at, then they get cover. Period. That's it. Full stop. It's not really on a model basis. It's from that point to the unit. So they get cover until every single one of those models are not in cover. It's as simple as that. Obviously, you can double check that, and feel free to do so. And if someone says or knows something different that I don't know, well, please feel free to put it in the chat. So what's on the menu for Space Wolves? Like I said, that Rogel Dorn and that unit of guardsmen, that's also going to help out with overwhelming force and no prisoners, which is pretty darn sweet. So that wasn't so bad. He's got issues at the bottom of the screen in the form of Rough Riders and a Hellhound. Hot damn. I don't know if... how do they not get Overwatch? Did they not have any? No, he does have 1 CP. I just probably missed something while I was jammering. That happens, folks. Sorry about that. So it's an opportunity cost. Every time I say something, we miss some action on the board. Hopefully I make up for it a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go do a little scouting mission and figure out what happened on the table and see where everything is at. But it looks like the Space Wolf player is aiming to maintain control of that top objective, so that won't be much of an issue, I don't think. And do something about that Hellhound and Rough Rider unit. I'm not sure he's going to be able to actually answer that. And we'll find out after that. But it looks like Guard is finally going to be scoring some juicy primary in the form of that center objective and that bottom right objective. That should also be no problem. Space Wolf players just gotta watch out for those angles. That squad at the top left-hand corner is going to be lit up by that Rogel Dorn at the bottom right. He's probably got a plan. So anyway, enough yammering. Let's get back to the table.
Dude, I've only been able to fight once. Once.
Okay. All right, sir.
I'm gonna Overwatch.
I've literally probably had like
Start, I guess, because you're in Melter. Stubers.
Is that the man, the legend?
Logan Grimnar?
You dice, press the button, spend. Stubbers. Ooh. Stop. Fives. 1. Can we kill a wounded man? Very good. The autocannons, I guess. No. Big gun on top. 4 shots, no blast. Oh, middle gun. 2 shots. Oh, multi-multis. I'll use a hit reroll. 1. On a 3-up, I'll use my wound reroll. Yep. Oh, sorry, you have to save.
Good.
All right, we're good. All right.
Back to me. Okay. Move. Advance, so can't shoot. These guys are going to shoot all their guns in here.
Sure. The bikes?
Yep.
Okay.
Red dice are the plasma. I'm not overcharging.
Okay.
3s and 4s. 1 AP, 2, 1 damage.
1 down.
Alrighty. Charges.
Yep.
Did I have any action secondaries? I did not have any action secondaries. I'm going to multi-charge that tank. I'm going to spend a CP for the Lance ability.
You got it.
Oh, free from the Wolf Lord, because it's a new battle round.
Yep.
Multi-charge. Boop, boop.
Yep.
I get a 6.
You did.
Like that.
Yep.
He's within an inch of here.
Sure.
Actually, he's gonna cut like this and like that, so that all 3 of these are gonna fight into here. He's gonna fight into that.
Yeah. Make sure they die.
We're charging into here.
Yep.
10.
Mortals.
Mortals. Take 4 mortal wounds.
Ouch. Okay, so 3.5 wounds left there.
Okay. Okie dokie. Wolf Lord into the big tank on 2s.
Okay.
2 misses. And 4s. 3 wounds, AP 2, 3 damage.
4 ups. Takes 3, down
Okay.
at 15.
Little attacks, nothing. Okay, and then, is there a character in this or no?
Nope. Just regular dudes.
This guy's attacks into here. All hit. 2s to wound. 4 wounds, AP 2, 3 damage.
So 7 left.
Okay, and then 3 wolf attacks. 2s to wound. 2 more, AP 1, 2 damage.
AP 1,
Yep.
6s. 5 left.
Okay, and then the other guys. Oof, spicy.
Sorry, on my turn, I also was gonna hide him.
Not great. Then wounding on 2s.
Yep.
3 more, AP 1, 2 damage.
2 left.
Okay, and then the wolf attacks.
This guy. Oh shit! You mind if I spend it? I completely.
And wounding on 2s.
No, I can't.
4 more, AP 1, 2 damage.
I'm sorry, but no, I don't need it.
Oh, they tried.
I just got
They did.
I would have spent it anyways because there's 2 chances there. No,
So, O force. Right.
everybody does that.
And no prison. Oh, you got no prisoners? Good.
Yeah, it's on 8.
Okay.
Here.
Yeah.
So, chain swords.
Yep.
I'll just do the power fist actually. Might kill them. 2s to wound.
Yeah.
2 wounds, AP 2.
6s. 1 guy left on a wound.
Okay, and then
No, 1 guy left on 2.
yeah. Because you failed 2 saves, so 1 guy left on.
Just the 1 healthy guy left.
Yeah, that's what I need. Like,
All right, as that slice and dicing continues, welcome, Thebes, to the chat. My man's commenting on the fact that we run 4-round tournaments. We've actually been doing it for quite some time, 3-4 years now. It's mostly because I have this thing about getting as close as I possibly can to an undisputed winner at the end. And 3 rounds with 20 players, you start getting into lottery picks. The guy who wins a 20-player tournament for 3 rounds wins it by fluke, is basically it. And it's having that extra round keeps you closer to an undeniable winner. It's not guaranteed, of course, but I have a limit, and the limit is 4 rounds. That's just the way it is. It's not that I would be necessarily against doing an Ironman, but that's a threshold that I'm certainly have to kind of, how would you put it, get psyched over. As for doing 4 rounds in a day, honestly, speaking of getting psyched, it is a mental thing. If you feel that you're only going to be playing 3 rounds and then getting surprised by a 4th, you're just like, ugh. But when you know you're entering your tournament, weirdly enough, what I've found is the vast majority of players, once they hit that 4th round, are fine. Like, they push through. We got 20 guys tonight. Not a single drop. They're all playing their 4th game currently right now, regardless of their standing. So there you go. I'm not saying it's proof positive, but it could be done and be done on a regular basis.
It's on 6. You just torch. This guy wants to drive there. Doesn't need to threaten anything. Threaten to burn, but you're going to block me, but I get to shoot you first. You just burn there. Put a bunch of OC in the middle. Shoot Blade Guard. Not going to do anything there. 10, 11. Just slide. 11. And all these tanks. So many tanks. You can shoot 2. Robot's going to start burning, I guess. I'll just put a bunch of shots here. Make life annoying. Alright. So if we go 8, 10, no CPU, so he's going to go faster. So participate there. These guys want to shoot there. This guy can drive there and shoot there. Okay. So hit more goods. Hit more goods. I'm not playing around any funny business, right? Just armor contempt and stuff. Okay, so robot will attempt to burn.
Where are you burning?
I think that sentinel's going to burn. I think. Or the hellhound burns.
Trying to
burn because he might die. Alright, moving stuff. So nothing to play around other armor, right? Armor contempt?
Nope.
Good. So don't care there. This is sticky still, so which is nice. Oh, I don't have to auto pass. But I want to burn. Because that was mine. I'll give the sentinel some OC and see what happens. So he's the least relevant guy. So he'll have OC, I'll keep my command point.
I'm
Because
trying to think of what's because this guy's farther than this.
You have to go to the closest enemy model if that's an option instead of, so, yeah.
That wouldn't do it. Yeah,
So
right.
there's no way to shenanigans. So I'll keep my command point and I'll roll a 6 on the sentinel. It was good, so he's gonna burn. And I have a command point available to auto 6 or wall. This is not sticky?
Is not sticky.
Not sticky. OC1?
OC1.
OC1. OC1?
OC1.
Yeah. I can just auto 6 there. Won't remove cover. So he's just going to auto 6 to stop scoring here. Not sticky. Can mess with this. Go there. Hanging out there.
Okay.
That's not.
What's the OC on that thing?
3.
I'm gonna reactive move Ragnar's unit.
And it was just dogs.
Like the Stormlance stratagem, army wide.
So I'm not going to bother them.
Not gonna do that.
Yeah. Not, so it's strat. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So not auto 6. Yeah, so in that case, we'll just torch guys, 12. We'll go there. It'll be off the point.
So you're leaving this objective?
Yes, but I'm going to drive a Dorn on.
I'm going to reactive move the Combi-weapon lieutenant.
Oh, there's a guy there. Good. There's still a lot more movement.
That's okay.
Like all the tanks have.
Yeah. So.
Good.
I think with this detachment to go at your own game.
I don't think you can get on this objective without moving through terrain.
I just put the barrel. The barrel counts. The Dorn just... He's just going to go auto 6.
He's going to have to go this way because this barrel's overlapping him.
I just move him
Oh,
first.
you're going to advance him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's,
That's what you want to do.
Okay. All right, so we'll do stuff 10.
Okay.
I'll just auto 6. Yeah, I'll just go 10. 10 to shoot that impulsor. And that guy is blown up 12, right? So he's not going to be in blown up range. He's going to go there. There's so many tanks. Dorn's going to auto 6. And then I'll spend CP so he can shoot. Let's see, 5. 16. 16 fronts there. Yep. Hello. What do I got? I should probably check my secondaries. Random. No prisoners.
I'm going to spend a CP now that you've moved all this stuff, and I'm going to react to move them back.
Yeah. So that's your CP spend?
Yeah. And he's just on the bottom.
Yep. And this buddy's going to drive up to shoot more shots into, I guess, the impulsor. He kills. So we'll go there to draw a line of sight to that. Hellhound's going to sink on
So
it.
this advanced?
No, he was in the middle. He just turned. He was hanging out in the midpoint. Okay, shooting the Hellhound into your flyboys.
Okay.
Big gun, 10 shots. 4. Dang. 9 saves, AP2, ignoring cover.
AP2?
Yeah.
Dead, and a wound.
2.5. To me. Flamer, 4. 3 more saves, AP1.
Not ignore cover.
Ignore cover. 4 saves.
4 saves?
So,
Good.
So 1 more toast.
Yep.
So 1 and 3 wounds total left.
Yep.
Okay, he's shot. Ignore cover on that unit. This guy is going to put his shots down into the impulsor.
Can he see?
This guy, yeah, the spawn zone. Okay, last cannon, bang, hits on a 3 wounds on the impulsor.
Oh yeah, you can see for sure. Good.
Yeah, top gun. T what?
It's T9.
So 4s, 3 saves, AP1, so AP9. So
A3?
3 damage.
Okay.
So extra AP applied to that target. Stubber thing. 1 hit. 1 save on your 3 up.
Good.
You're good. Okay. These guys can see down there. See that 1 man? Vanquisher into the impulsor. Big gun. He misses. Las cannon. Misses. Stubber. 1 hit. Nothing. So he's fired. He's got no other targets. Hellhounds.
Gotta say, nothing's longer than an Imperial Guard shooting phase. Holy cow. So many bullets. But work is being done. We'll see what happens as the dust settles in this at the end of this round. I want to shout out to Themis. He apparently was at a tournament at Saxon Games. He's not 100% sure whether that's a club or a shop. I've not heard of Saxon Games, and if it is a shop out there, well, if you're ever in Almer, just outside of London, drop by and visit them. And if it is a business, the best of luck to you. This type of business is a hard one. No two ways about that. So absolutely best wishes and hopes for success. So how did this round go for Imperial Guard? Well, it's still going. He's going to continue to cap that middle objective and that bottom right-hand objective. So that's the great news. so far, I'm going to say he hasn't lifted much, but there is still an awful lot of guns still to go, so better not comment too quickly. All right. I'm just wondering whether that squad up in the corner is going to, well, evaporate. We shall see, because I don't know if that Rogel Dorn in the center has shot yet.
No funny business to worry about? Nope. Okay, so, sorry, big cannon, 10 shots. On 3s, so 5 saves on your shield.
Fail 1.
Fail 1
damage.
Middle gun, 2. T4, yeah?
Yep.
2 saves AP on your shield.
Kills again.
Kills 1 guy. All right. So declare ignore cover on that unit. Rogel Dorn's going to shoot that unit. So it's
The
6
Rogie?
Rogie.
So he spent for, yep.
He auto 6. Yep. Or advanced and shot. Okay, so all the guns there. I'll use the big gun. 2 plus 3 plus 1 for blast. Hitting on 3s, I'll hit. Wounding on 2s. Hey, I'll use a wound reroll.
Hey.
2 saves
2 saves.
on your shield.
Of course.
Kill 1 guy.
Okay.
The middle gun, number of shots, 5 plus 1 for blast. Hitting on 3s, so I'll use my hit reroll. No rerolls left, other than Melta, but we're out of range. Wounding on 2s. 6 saves on your invuln, 3 damage per fail. So that kills the little guys?
No, there's 6 guys in the unit. 1 guy's died so far, so 3 more died.
How did I kill?
Or sorry, 2 guys have died,
2 guys.
plus 3, so that means there's 2 guys left, because you've killed 4.
1 regular guy and a character, right?
Yeah.
Okay, auto cannon. 1 hit on a 2, 1 save on your invuln for 3 damage.
Good.
Hit. Stubbers. Not in 18, so 9 shots. 3. Bang. Hit. Oh, I'll hit. Drop 1. On 4s. 4. On 4 on 3 ups. Because the auto cannon did.
4 on 3 ups?
Yep. Oh.
2. How much damage?
1 perfect.
Okay.
That's that man. Okay, it's fighting's. So secure, I'll be grabbing that. No prisoners, 1 thing, right? Impulsor?
Yep.
I guess I probably don't kill those guys. They swing with stuff. So swing away. Those guys on these guys.
I'll fight over there first.
Yep.
Actually, I'll fight there first, because there's no way that kills that.
Yeah.
5s. 1, AP 2 damage.
Takes 2. You got a chain swordy guy or something?
Yep.
27 minutes left. 27 minutes left in the round.
1 AP 1 damage.
1 AP, 1 damage. Takes 1 more. I'll swing that guy quick.
Okay.
So Dorn doesn't matter. Took 1. Down to 3. Okay.
These guys?
Yep. And they don't have +1 damage now, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not unless I charge.
Yep.
I don't know why I re-rolled those.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, because you're not my oath target. So I think I had like 3 extra hits, and then I just rolled.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So 3 wounds, AP 2 damage.
Takes 2. Down at 13.
Okay, and then the regular guy.
Oh! So that blast gun I could shoot that way.
You shot all these guys into here,
Not the blast guns.
not the blast guy.
Yeah. So that 1 cannon would be going that way.
Okay.
So I'll do it after. So what am I saving here?
2 AP 1 damage.
Takes 1.
Okay, and then the wolf attacks. 6 is the wound. 4 AP 1 damage.
He's tickling me down. 1 more. 11. So the blast gun downtown there. So 9 shots. Bang. Hitting on 4s. And 2s. 5 on the Blade Guard, you guys.
5 on the Blade Guard.
Yep. 3 damage per fail, so that'll
Kills the one guy, kills all of them.
Super. It's good to look at the board. So that'll do that for no prisoners.
The
Dorn,
range on that gun's 1 million?
Yeah, 48. 48. 40, yeah. Dorn into dogs. 2. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, that's the turn. I got a burn ongoing. Ship it to you.
You're
top of
burning
5.
here?
Yeah, robot. So we got a 5 with the character guy.
Yep.
Control 1. You get submissions and a CP for everyone. CP.
Okay. Might as well just stay in combat here, because I don't think you kill them. If I fall back, you can overwatch me.
Yeah, it's good Overwatch. Because you have 3 wounds total?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely Overwatching.
Yeah, so I'm not going to fall back. Can't fall back onto this objective, but I can. Okay, these guys are going to fall back.
Okay, yeah, I'm not Overwatching because I have to cover it there.
Okay. Oh, I owe you a battle shock there.
Oh, sure.
I'm going to auto pass
both, right?
from the captain.
Okay, you got it.
This guy's going to advance.
Yep.
All right, as those movements continue to happen, how well did that Imperial Guard turn go? Well, went pretty darn well. Pretty much neutered the unit of wolves up at the top, and they're, I'm not going to say ineffectually, rubbing up themselves against that Rogel Dorn, but the Rogel Dorn's such a massive hull, just a giant ball of wounds. He's just taking it like a champ. And the Space Wolf player is just running out of resources. Look at all the armor that's still left on the table. It is, I'll say it, it's just gross. It's, yeah, it is just gross. So what can he do? What can he possibly do? He's got some little bits and bobs scattered across the board. What did he draw for secondaries? I do not know. Let's find out what he drew. Maybe he drew them with cards and just didn't fail them to actually input them. I'm going to go to the table and find out.
Is plasma not overcharging?
Good.
It's doesn't wound. Okay. That's that. We're going to go to charges. Pardon?
Oh, yeah, those are useful. And Oath.
Containment and cleanse. Oh, okay, cool.
He wants to contain his stuff?
Yeah, he'll contain.
You don't have other active units, right?
Because you're only going to be burning one more objective, so you'll score 15 on your turn.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Just containment. Have nothing to cleanse with, so.
Good. So he's over there again?
Yeah. Do I ditch cleanse and hopefully bring it down, but not be able to kill it?
Can you fall back and charge?
Yep. Army weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna spend and get another mission. Assassinate. Is that a character?
Here's a guy.
Discard. Cleanse.
So big boy's hiding in a safe spot.
Yeah. So he's gonna be back here.
Okay, you got it. So it's a contain.
All right, there it is. He actually drew his cards, so he's got containment and assassination. Assassination. He just needed to draw more juice than that to crawl back in this game. His resources just running out. Mind you, that Rogel Dorn is a hero. Maybe he can knock it out. Who knows? I think it's got 11 wounds left. I mean, it's possible. it is definitely possible. Theme's asking a question regarding the new Death Guard book and World Eaters book, whether they're legal for this event. We try to play with the most current rules, and for RTTs, we are extremely loose. What does that mean? Not only is the Death Guard Codex completely legal for this event, not only World Eaters, but guess what? We tossed in Thousand Suns as well. So far, nothing's crazy. No one's ruining anything. Thousand Suns players doing all right, but not oppressive by any stretch. Death Guard doing very solid, but again, not oppressive. So we'll see what happens when they get tweaked. But so far, the books have been an absolute exciting boost to the meta and really changed the landscape of the game within the game. I love those books, love what they're doing with the game in general and what they're doing in competitive play.
3 ups. Down to 1. All we need. That's that?
That's that.
Yes, my Town punches your guys. 2. 2 saves. Kill the wounded man.
Okay, Power Fist.
Yep. Just me.
3 hits,
Yep.
5s. 1 wound, AP2, 2 damage.
Oof. He's good. Okay.
Oh, sorry, this guy was going to charge into
Yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah.
That's why he went there.
Yeah.
Just so you can't do anything.
Yep.
To fall back.
Well, I can, it just costs the CD.
Oh, the shooting I don't care about, it's actions.
Yeah.
5 attacks,
Yep.
all hit, 6s to wound,
Yeah.
nothing.
All right. Whatever. I guess that guy. Bam. Bam. 1 on that man. Combi Lieutenant.
Okie dokie.
1 save for the character guy.
Oh, 3s.
Okay. That's it. So no assassination unless I guess you hold the
I'm
card
gonna
because I fall back and
Yeah. I've got you tri-pointed, so you shouldn't be able to get out.
can twist backwards. So I'll get some cards and I score
Just
at
so
the
you
end.
can't get out.
Oh yeah, sure. You want to block? I can if I drive over you.
Yes.
So the burn finishes
Yep.
from the previous turn. I think that's scored here. No, mine's not.
Burned.
So I can't burn a second one, right? Oh, I can. I can burn 2. Okay.
Yep, you can burn 1
And I
more.
can score then burn.
So you only score 1 object. Oh, I guess you finish on the objective, so because this one doesn't score.
I would not score no.
Yeah.
And I still have that? Because you charged off? Or did I lose it at the end of a phase?
You losed it. Yeah. I think you'd lose it at the end of the phase.
I think so.
Yes.
Pretty sure, right? It's not each phase you check beginning and end. Yeah.
It doesn't
So
matter. You score at the end of the turn anyway. You just
yeah.
put a guy on there.
Okay. Mark for death, bring it down.
Oh, mark for death. Bring it down.
So
you
I will-
can't get bring it down.
All right, so that gets turned into something else. Recover assets, which I can do in at least 2 zones.
I guess mark for death is going to be Combi-weapon lieutenant,
Yeah.
those guys, and that guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna kill that lieutenant man. So orders. No flag. He's gonna be. I have a CP.
You just win, dude.
Yeah, you talk here.
It's just fine.
I'll
you
score
control
2 and
two.
get 1 burn.
What are you going to burn?
I guess if I'll score 2, burn that.
Score 2, burn that.
Yeah.
So last turn you scored 2 and burned.
Yeah.
10, 10, 10, 10. So mark for death you're definitely going to get.
Yep.
Recover assets, probably not.
2
maybe?
Sentinel. You pass.
Nope.
He fails. 2 tanks.
2 tanks.
1 there, 1 there.
Okay.
So 2 zones.
And then bring it down you can't get, and then you're going to burn 1,
Burn 1, score 2.
score 2. 88, 68.
Yeah. These guys, those guys fell over. These.
I just need to know if I kill those guys.
Oh yeah. Do I pass my battle shock? I don't. I'm gonna try to drive over you on a 1 or a 2,
Dead.
so you get those bucks.
Cool.
Okay.
88, 73.
And there it is. Oh, man, what a fight. I love watching Space Wolves in battle. I don't know. I just love how aggressive they are. An absolutely wicked show presented by two beautiful human beings. I want to send out a huge thank you for Nick for jumping on stream, and for Dan for also jumping on stream and actually providing entertainment for the last little bit. And lastly, I want to thank all of you for sticking around and watching this stream. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you enjoyed the show. We actually do this once a month for all our events, and by all our events I mean 40K and Age of Sigmar. We do other events as well, but unfortunately I can't necessarily comment on them the exact same way, but we're working on it. I want to give a shout out to Diogo, who's helping me out on the floor tonight, answering rules questions. And you know what? One more shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us. If you haven't hit any buttons, please do so. And for those who have hit buttons, boy, do we love you. Thank you again. All right. The next tournament is happening, I believe, 3rd week of June. That will be our invitational, where we invite the top 16 players. So if you haven't heard, it's going to be a heck of a competitive event. It's going to be another 4-rounder, but it's going to be elimination style and brackets. So what the heck does that mean? Well, we take the top 16 players, we seed them in, so the best player will be playing the worst player of the 16. And they get one shot, one opportunity, and if they make it past each round, they stay in the tournament. If they don't, they get eliminated. Every round they actually make it through, their prize gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And they're also playing for some absolutely phenomenally large trophies too. Well, I say large, but definitely phenomenally cool trophies. How's that? All right, if you're interested in that, hit some imaginary buttons and join us in a few weeks. We also do streams for 40K on Friday nights, or at least we try to, and we currently have a stream lined up for this coming Friday. It might even be Thousand Suns, possibly against some Genestealer Cult. We'll see what happens. Again, guys, thank you so much, and we will catch you later.
Everything's so cheap in Guard.
Guard's always been cheap. 80-point Bulgarins were the most broken unit in the game.